I traced where you live. You think I wouldn't. You think I'd let you disappear into the noise of the world like you never existed. No, you don't understand me yet. I don't chase people. I find them. I study them. I consume every trace they leave behind. You, especially you made the mistake of thinking distance could dilute what burns inside me. But you're wrong. You could move across oceans, change your name, bury your scent under foreign air, and I would still find you, because you're not lost. You're marked by me. You remember the night you walked away, pretending silence could be your escape. I watched the way your shadow flickered under the streetlight. You had no idea the cameras were already tracing your movement. No idea my men were behind every car that passed you. You thought you vanished into the crowd, but I was there in every reflection you turned away from. I let you go that night, not because I couldn't stop you, but because I wanted you to feel the illusion of freedom. Sometimes control tastes better when the other person still believes they have a choice. You see, I don't need to be near you to own your peace. I live inside the corners of your thoughts now, the ones that keep you awake at 3 a.m. when you feel watched but see nothing. That's me. The presence you can't shake, the whisper behind your heartbeat, the reason your phone battery dies faster now, your messages take longer to deliver. You keep telling yourself it's coincidence, but deep down you know it's not. Deep down you feel my reach. I could knock on your door tonight and everything around you would freeze, but I won't. Not yet. I want you to sense it first, the weight of being seen without seeing me. I want you to taste the tension of knowing someone out there knows every breath you take, every step you dare. You can scream at the walls, but they're mine too. You can lock your doors, but I built the locks. I'm not the storm outside. I'm the silence before it hits. You shouldn't have tried to run from me, not because I'm unforgiving, but because you awakened a part of me that never sleeps now. You're the fault line under my calm, the reason I breathe differently. You made me curious, and curiosity in me is dangerous, because once I start, I don't stop until I know, until I touch, until I own. You call it obsession, maybe it is. But what if obsession is just another word for truth stripped of politeness? You're my truth. The chaos I didn't ask for but can't live without, you should know. I don't chase love. I command it. I don't beg for hearts. I claim them. And whether you accept it or not, yours has already crossed into my territory. So don't hide anymore. Don't waste your nights pretending I'm just a memory. I traced where you live, not to hurt you, but to remind you that you were never out of my sight. You can deny me with your words, but your fear already speaks louder. And somewhere deep down on the fear, there's something else, something that answers me, and that's all I need. You really thought distance could cleanse you of me. You thought silence would build walls strong enough to keep me out. But you've never understood how deep I run. I don't fade when you turn your back. I multiply. Every time you try to erase me, I find another way to carve myself into your world. You can change your city, your phone number, even your name, but you can't change the gravity that pulls you back to me. You feel it even now, don't you? That quiet pull under your skin when the night grows too still. That's not your mind playing tricks, that's me. Always me. You keep telling yourself I've moved on, that I've let go, that I've forgotten. You cling to that lie because it's softer than the truth. The truth is, I've memorized every inch of your world, the rhythm of your steps, the pattern of your lights, the places where you pause before unlocking your door. I know what time you close the curtains. I know the sound of your laughter when you think no one's listening. I know the moment your guard drops, that fat fraction of a second when you forget the danger you invited by ever looking at me. I've watched you try to live without me, and it's almost amusing. You think you're safe because I'm not there, but that's exactly how I want it. I don't need to stand in front of you to control the air you breathe. My absence is an illusion, carefully designed, strategically placed. I don't chase shadows, I own them. And yours has belonged to me since the moment our eyes met. You remember that, don't you? That electric stillness, that instant you felt my presence crawl beneath your skin. That wasn't infatuation, that was possession. You try to hate me, but hate is a form of attachment too. It keeps you tethered to me whether you realize it or not. You wake up with my name, buried somewhere behind your heartbeat, whispering into your mornings. Every new beginning you try to build still carries my fingerprints. You can't wash me off, because I'm not on your skin, I'm under it. The world can't see it, but I can. I can feel how the edges of your defiance tremble every time I get too close. You fear me, but not enough to stop remembering. Sometimes I wonder if you know what you've done to me. You didn't just cross paths with a man, you walked straight into the darker half of him. You lit something inside me that refuses to die even when I want it to. I tried to contain it. The urge, the pull, the need to know every thought that crosses your mind, but it's beyond containment now. You're not just a name in my memory anymore. You're a pulse that beats inside my chaos, and that kind of bond doesn't break, it consumes. You tell yourself I'm dangerous, and you're right, but danger is only fear when you resist it. You could surrender, you know? You could stop fighting, stop pretending this connection isn't real. I don't need your words. I read your silence better. I hear the way you breathe when you think of me. I feel it, the part of you that wants to understand why you can't let go. You call it madness, but I call it inevitability. You were never meant to escape me. You were meant to orbit me. Whether in fear or fascination, it makes no difference. So go on, keep pretending, keep locking your doors and closing your blinds. I'll still be there, in the corners of your mind, where my name never fades. You can run until your legs give out, but I'll always be one thought ahead, one breath closer, because this isn't about distance anymore. It's about belonging, and you belong to the darkness that found you. You belong to me. You still don't understand what you've become to me. You think you're just another person I can walk away from, another face that fades with time, but you're not. You're the kind of silence that keeps echoing even after the noise dies. You're in the smallest things, the flicker of a candle, the hum of the city, the pause before midnight. I find you there. I feel you there. You turned into a habit my mind refuses to break. And the worst part, I don't want to break it anymore. I want it to burn, to keep feeding itself until nothing else exists but you. You think I enjoy this madness. You think I like the way I wait for your voice in places where I know you'll never speak. No, this isn't desire. It's deeper. It's punishment and prayer all tangled together. Every time I try to forget you, something pulls me back. Your name, your silence, the way your absence still tastes like something alive. You've infected me in ways I can't undo. And now I don't want a cure. I want the infection to spread until I can't tell where I end and you begin. You still look over your shoulder, don't you? Still feel that chill down your spine when the night gets too quiet? That's not fear. That's recognition. Some part of you knows I'm still out here, breathing in sync with your heartbeat, watching without needing to see. You're not paranoid. You're connected. You sense me because you were never meant to escape me, and I don't hide it anymore. I want you to feel it. I want you to know that every second of your calm belongs to the mercy I decide to give. You've tried to build a life outside the shadow of my name, but you forget. I built shadows that don't fade under light. You can laugh, talk, pretend, but when you're alone, when the world sleeps, that's when truth visits you. That's when you hear me. You can try to fight it, but you know deep down, you never really wanted to win. You want me to chase you. You crave the proof that I still care enough to find you again. And I do. I always do. Every time you breathe, I'm there. Not in body, but in presence. That's more powerful, isn't it? To be unseen, but felt. To be the name that your mind whispers when it tries to forget. You keep telling yourself this is obsession, but what if it's fate disguised as darkness? What if I'm not your mistake, but your mirror, showing you what you truly are beneath the softness, beneath the fear? You can run from me, but you can't run from the version of yourself I woke up. I know you hate what I make you feel. I know it twists you, confuses you, makes you question the line between fear and desire. That's what I love about you. Your chaos, you wear it like armor, but I see through it. I see the trembling heartbeat underneath, the one that answers to mine no matter how much you deny it. You're not innocent, not in the way you pretend. You want to be seen by me, even when you swear you don't. You want the danger because it makes you feel alive, and I'm the only one who can give you that. So go ahead. Keep your distance, keep pretending you're safe, but the truth doesn't vanish with distance. The truth stays, and the truth is simple. I don't forget, and I don't forgive. You awakened something in me that can't go back to sleep. You made me feel alive in a way the world never could, and now, even if I never touch you again, I'll still own the silence that lives inside you. That's my mark. That's my victory, and that's forever. You still pretend you don't hear me, don't you? You act as if my voice is just an echo, something you can shut out, something your mind created out of fear. But deep down, you know better. You know the difference between imagination and presence. I'm not a memory that fades. I'm the shadow that stretches with you no matter where you go. You can change your route home, take different streets, pass through crowds, but you can't change the feeling that follows you. That invisible pulse crawling just behind your heartbeat, that's me. You've tried to convince yourself that I've stopped watching. You told yourself time kills obsession, that eventually I'd forget. But obsession doesn't fade when it finds its purpose, and you became my purpose, not because I wanted you to, but because you stepped into a part of my world no one was ever supposed to see. You woke up the part of me that had gone quiet, the part that remembers what control feels like, what power tastes like when it's wrapped around something fragile and real. And once I felt that again, I couldn't let it die. You think you can live without me? You think love, comfort, safety, all those illusions will keep you warm. But when you're alone, when the world goes still and every lie you've told yourself starts to crumble, you'll realize that everything you call peace was built over my silence. And silence doesn't last. It cracks. It lets the truth in. My truth. You can fill your nights with light music, noise, but you'll still hear me. The sound between your thoughts, the breath behind your fears. You should have never made me feel human again. I was content being cold, untouchable, invisible, until you made me remember what it's like to feel, and that's something I can't unlearn. I hate you for that, and yet I can't hate you enough to let you go. You broke the calm I built, the empire of indifference I ruled. Now, all I can think about is how you looked when you thought I wasn't watching. How you smiled like the world hadn't already claimed you. That image lives in me like poison, sweet, consuming, permanent. You've made me into something dangerous, not because I want to hurt you, but because I can't stop wanting to know you. Every layer, every secret, every piece of the world you keep hidden, you think I want control. But no, it's deeper than that. I want understanding. I want your truth, stripped of the lies you feed everyone else. I want the version of you that trembles when the lights go out, the one that whispers my name without meaning to, the one that doesn't pretend to hate me when the night gets too quiet. You tell yourself I'm gone, that I've lost interest. But how can I lose interest in something I built with my own obsession? You're the only thing that keeps my world from collapsing. You've become the center of my ruin. And strangely, I've learned to love the destruction. I've learned to crave it. Because in that chaos, I still find you. And in finding you, I find myself. You've become the reason behind every thought, every shadow, every breath that carries weight. You've turned into my pulse. And maybe that's the cruelest truth of all, that I never needed to touch you to own you. My words, my silence, my presence, they've already done what no cage could. You carry me now in the back of your mind, in the tremble of your calm. You belong to the darkness that remembers your name, the one that whispers when the world sleeps. You belong to the man who never stopped watching. You belong to me, even when you tell yourself you don't. You still try to build a world where I don't exist, don't you? You wake up, force a smile, convince yourself you've healed. You talk to people, drown in their noise, hoping it will mute the echo I left in your chest. But I see through it, I feel through it. You can bury memory, but you can't bury the pulse that comes alive every time the night falls quiet. You've built your peace on fragile lies, and every lie you tell yourself carries my name in its silence. You can't escape me because I don't live outside you anymore. I live inside your stillness. You think I haunt you, but it's you who keeps calling me back. Every time you remember, every time your thoughts drift, every time you close your eyes and see my face in the dark, you summon me. You think I'm the ghost, but you're the one who won't let go. You created this connection the moment you looked at me and didn't look away. You fed it with your fear, your curiosity, your denial. And now, even when you try to forget, your mind finds ways to whisper my presence back into existence. You can't silence what's already part of your rhythm. I watch you pretend you've moved on, and I let you. I watch the way you force your laugh, the way your eyes wander, every time you feel that familiar pull, that awareness that someone out there still sees you. You think I'm gone because I've stopped reaching out. But that's the trick, isn't it? The absence that keeps you waiting, wondering, hoping I reappear just to prove your fears right. You crave my silence because it keeps me alive inside you. You crave the uncertainty more than you'd ever admit. You've changed, I can tell. The way you walk faster, the way you double check locks, the way your phone lights up and you hesitate before reading the message. I notice everything. You built a cage of habits to feel safe, but cages never stop the air from moving. And I'm in that air. You can't see me, but you feel me when your breath falters for no reason. That's what you never understood. Control doesn't need touch. I don't need to be near you to make the world bend around your fear. I could end this. I could walk away. I could let you rebuild your life without my shadow bleeding into it. But I don't. Not because I enjoy the power, but because some part of me still waits for you to understand what this is. This isn't about revenge or obsession. It's about a truth that shouldn't exist, the kind that feels too sharp, too real to ignore. You were never supposed to mean this much. You were never supposed to make me feel alive in the ruin, but you did, and now I can't unfeel it. You've always wanted answers, haven't you? You want to know why I keep watching, why I keep coming back even when I say I won't? It's because you became the only thing that feels real. Everything else is noise, people, places, names. They blur into nothing. But you remain. You're the stillness I crave and the storm I fear. You're the only contradiction that makes sense to me. And I'd rather live in the madness of wanting you than the emptiness of forgetting you. So keep pretending. Keep trying to erase me. Keep building your fragile world around the lie that I'm gone. But when the night stretches too long, when the quiet gets too heavy, you'll hear me again, not as a voice, but as a pulse, a presence, a truth that won't die. Because this isn't about where you live anymore. It's about where I exist, inside your thoughts, inside your fear, inside the part of you that still belongs to